Hey guys, welcome to the CO visit. Colin here, and always my trusty coffee. Well, this video has been a few days in the making. A little bit more of a personal one-on-one chat here. So if you want, come on, sit down, lean in, and I want to talk to the general comments out there. I'm not going to give everyone the privilege of or the pleasure of hearing their names or anything like that, but just the comments in general. And you guys probably know where I'm going with this. You know, the ones, the, oh, another EXJW channel or video. And why don't you just say what you need to say? Move on. Go on with your life. And the you know, don't you have a life? Don't you have a job? This, that. Yeah. Maybe they haven't watched more videos, but I don't know. I mean, does it look like I don't have a job? I don't know. I want to talk to that. I want to talk to that attitude, that personality type. Like those people that come on to channels, active witnesses that come on and make those comments like, like who are you? You know, you're telling me to say what I have to say and go on. You're telling me to do this, do that. You're demanding, answers. Who are you? You know, it's like who do these people think they are telling me to do anything? Really interesting. So that mindset is just really interesting, because people they're uncomfortable with what they're hearing, and yet they're here. They're clicking on these videos. Oh, another XJW video, which means you've been watching XJW videos consistently. So what's up with you? Right? And I look at that and I think, these active witnesses who are making those comments, instead of telling me to move on, to say what I have to say, or to stop doing what I'm doing, why don't you take some of that effort and some of that energy, and why don't you turn that back onto your own system? Why don't you focus that on your religion, on your leaders? Instead of telling me to stop or to move on or go on with my life, why don't you tell your religious leaders to stop? Why don't you tell them to move on from their false teachings? Why don't you tell them to stop lying to people and covering up what their true nature is? Why don't you tell them to stop lying about child abuse? CSA. Figure it out. If you don't know it, Google it. Why don't they come clean about what they really are, about their investments, about their real estate earnings and their investments and what they're really involved in? Why don't they come clean about why they really named the two newest members of the governing body? Look into their background. Is it a surprise that both of them are experts, are moguls in the whole real estate world. There's videos about them bragging about how uh, able they are, and the amount of money that they've been able to earn, and the earnings and their awards that they've won. And what do you know? It just happens that Jehovah decided that those two younger men are anointed. Anointed for what? Are they furthering kingdom interests? Or are they furthering the Watchtower Corporation's interests? You see, y'all people out there, y'all asking the wrong questions. And you're making the wrong statements to the wrong guy. You need to turn some of that back onto your own leaders. Ask them to stop saying you're the only true religion. You're not. Stop saying and stop preaching that the end is coming. It's not. It's not, people. And they proved it and they demonstrated it over and over and over. Because every time, every so often, they have to change their teachings. They have to come up with a new understanding, a new light. Because, and it's not their fault, because that's the way Jehovah decides to reveal things to us. What can we do? So, I mean, if y'all out there really want to know, if you really want to know about if I have family, or if I have a job, or any other hobbies, well then keep watching my videos. Go back to the beginning and start watching, because you're watching apostate videos anyway, so why stop now? Okay? It's all out there. So don't waste your time asking me about something I've already talked about. Go watch it for yourself. So it's so funny that people want to tell me, do this, do that, say what you got to say, move on with your life, but they won't say that to their own leaders. They won't apply it to what they know is the truth. You know it. You're the ones out there with the attitude, oh, even if it's fake, even if it's a lie, I'll still believe in the organization. Blah, 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 blah. Stupidity. Stupidity. To know something is false, to know something is a lie, and continue with it still, continue believing it. It just, oh man, unbelievable, mind-boggling. Funny how it just the arrogance of it, the arrogance, the just that anal, like where do you come off telling me, where do you even get the gall? Oh, because that's what the curse of social media has brought us today, giving everybody a cell phone, everybody a platform, and people can come on, keyboard warriors on YouTube, for example. And of course, the active witnesses never have a profile picture, never use a name, a real name. And I just sit here and laugh at them because they have to do that. Like I can. Just come on out here, make your own video. Or at the very least, if you're going to comment and criticize me or tell me what to do, upload a profile picture. Put your real name. What are you afraid of? What, your congregation's going to find out? You're afraid of your elders? You're going to lose your seat in paradise because you're going around watching apostate videos, making comments? And that just to me is great. The thing is, what y'all don't understand, Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? You're not hurting any channel. You're not hurting any channel. You're not hurting me or anybody else. Comment whatever you want. You already viewed the video. You gave them a view. You helped the channel. You're helping the channel. You're helping their algorithm. And all of the other majority of the channels that are monetizing, and you watch the videos and there's ads, you're paying them. Well, you're helping them to get paid anyway. Not you directly, but those ads that you see on the channel, when you watch apostate, Jehovah's Witness, ex-Jehovah's Witness channels, you're helping them to get paid. Do you realize that? So, by all means, keep watching. Okay? You're over there telling people to move on with their lives. Why are you still making videos? Oh, another EXJW video. Yeah, why don't you just move on and this and that? They got your view. They got your comment. You probably saw one ad at least. So you know what? They're going to the bank. Money in the bank. Keep it coming, Jehovah's Witnesses. Keep it coming. We greatly appreciate it. You want to hurt people's channels, get lost. Okay? Get lost. Stop watching the videos. Stop watching EXJW videos. It's that simple. But if you think you're hurting a channel because you're giving them a view, you're giving me a view, you're commenting, dude, wake up. The more the better, I say. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'm glad to have you here. And one video at a time, one thought at a time, one word at a time, you're one step closer to being over on this side. You're one step closer to also waking up and becoming an ex-member. It's just like the I'm not very good at impressions, but you know, it's like the Emperor in Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. You know, with each passing moment, what did he say? Something to that effect. With each passing moment, you are more mine. And that's what it is. Just keep watching, keep visiting all the channels, keep hearing the same information, keep hearing the exposure, keep hearing the truth about the truth. And with what's going on in California right now, if you can't see through that bullshit, what's going on with the local government there, the state of California, the governor, and realize all this stuff is planned. And then you look at the Watchtower's response and this garbage they spew out on jw.org about getting people back to their worship. And you realize the staggering amount of money that comes into the organization every year. Not just from the donations to the worldwide work, not just from that. From other investments, from their real estate sales and transactions, which has made them a multi-billion-dollar company. And yet they can't rebuild homes for their members because we're not a charity organization. Don't take it from me, guys, and all of you witnesses out there. You've got the Watchtower Library. At the very least, you can look up articles right on jw.org. It's there. It's in print. Find it yourself. Find it yourself. You can go right on jw.org and find any number of articles from the Watchtower and Awake for decades of the Watchtower organization bragging about and priding themselves on not having a clergy class. And yet, when they're faced with child abuse lawsuits, what do? They claim clergy status. They say, oh, yes, we do. We do have a clergy. Why? Because if they have a clergy class and they're registered as such, then they can be protected under the privacy acts that apply to clergy, priests and pastors and such, under the premise of confession. Go find the information for yourself. Look up the lawsuits for yourself. Look up what's been happening in Belgium and Norway and Lithuania and other countries. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to listen to a mentally diseased apostate. Go find the information for yourself. As a witness, and I think my friend Jeff, shout out to Jeff in New Mexico, he really said it the best. Back in the day, none of us as witnesses would have ever dreamed about talking to apostates. None of us. And we saw apostates. I saw apostates growing up. They were at conventions and outside of conventions and things like that. And we were terrified. Nobody would ever dream of talking to them. Not in a million years. And like he said, they don't make them like they used to. Boy, how the organization has fallen. How they've lost a grip on their people. Because now, the thing is, that was face to face. But now, like I said, on social media, the active witnesses show once again just how weak their belief in their God and their organization really is. Because if they really had a true faith, then whether it was face to face or on social media or wherever it may be, they would stay away from people who supposedly would lead them away from, and lead them to Satan and corrupt their minds. But they don't really believe that. You don't believe that because you go on social media, you hide behind a fake profile with no picture and a fake name, and you interact with us time and time again. So what's your game? What are you trying to do? We were already there, dude. We were already there. We already gave our lives to all that bullshit. Okay? You're not going to convince anybody here. You're not going to come here and spew out scriptures like Mr. DC. Pull your head out of your ass and wake up. The people just don't get it. They don't get it. Well, like I've said before, to active witnesses and to answer your question once and for all, no, I'm not going to move on. No, I'm not going to stop. The CO visit's going to be around for a long time. As long as Watchtower keeps doing what it's doing, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be right behind them, behind everything. Commenting on it, rebuttaling it, criticizing it, as along with everybody else. And yes, like I've said before, like I said in my community post, and I thank the people who brought this to the forefront, I pride myself on having, in my estimation, the most original and the best name for any EXJW channel out there. thanks for watching this video if you're still here with me. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It won't cost you a thing. We're almost to last leg of reaching 2,000 subscribers. That's really an accomplishment. That's an achievement. I'm really happy about that, because the more people we get on board, the more views we get, it helps the algorithm and it gets the message out there so that YouTube will share these videos more. And that's my payment. That's it. And give a like to the video. All right. See you visit. Catch you later.